Um, I watch a lot of comedy, and I have been for a long time, and I accuse a lot of comics of being hack and or just unfunny, and but now that I'm getting a little older, I'm starting to think maybe I'm the problem. Like maybe I'm not laughing because I haven't been in love since high school. My therapist was like, yeah, maybe you'd be more receptive to fart jokes if you didn't sleep alone at night. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll try it. Can enjoy comedy more after that. I don't know. My parents just signed me up for a lot of weird, random things. Like extracurricular activities keep you out of trouble and stuff. When I was a kid, my mom signed me up for archery class, and it was just so new, it kind of messed with my head, you know what I mean? Like at a certain point I thought I was going blind, but it turns out I'm just bad at it. I'm sitting there like, oh, I didn't know you were only supposed to close one eye. They're like, hey, you can't come back here. You've shot the light fixtures down and shit, People, I think people know me too well. They understand my motivations, my desires, and I don't like it. I think it's a little dangerous, you know what I mean? People try to take advantage of it. That's annoying, man. I'm not gonna hold you. Like my cousin only brings girls to the function when he needs to borrow $100. He's like, Aaron, this is Rebecca, this is Tammy. They're beautiful, and I'm late on rent. Works every time. I feel like something I learned about myself recently is that like I only have motivation to do better in my life after I've done something very regrettable. Like after I just messed something up really badly. Like I'm one bucket of ice cream away from investing in the stock market. If I end up becoming a billionaire, like my Forbes speech is gonna be like, oh no, I wouldn't be so rich if Ben & Jerry's ice cream wasn't so delicious and I didn't feel so guilty after eating it. I'm vegan, and I've been vegan for a long time. I like being vegan, but what they don't tell you is that you spend a lot of time taking shits. You spend a lot of time on the toilet. I wish they talked about that more because I didn't know that was gonna happen. Like every time I sit on the toilet, I have to decide how much my kids mean to me. You know what I mean? They come with like boom, 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 boom. Dad, we're only here for the weekend and you've been on the toilet the whole time. I'm like, y'all the one that wanted tacos for lunch? I don't have kids. I thought it was funny. I work out a lot as well. There's a lot of benefits to working out. A lot of benefits that they don't talk about, like a little more obscure benefits, like a little more subtle benefits. Like a lot of people do it for like the body and stuff like that. I work out all the time so I can look my father in the eyes. I'm like, you can't intimidate me anymore. I can do 50 push-ups. And then he punches me in the stomach, and I'm like, ah, shoot. All right, maybe I should add sit-ups to my routine. You get your ass beat enough, you develop a complete full body workout. They say more money, more headaches. That's what they say. So given that knowledge, that's why I asked my brother for $1,000 so I have an excuse not to go to his wedding. He's like, I thought that money was for the plane ticket. I'm like, it was, but then I got a headache. Now I can't go. I'm sorry, man. Thanks for the dollars, though. I appreciate it. I think I'm too soft. think I'm too soft. Like, I think I just let people, I don't know, man. I have too much empathy. People take advantage of me. People take advantage of me because I have like a lot of empathy, and it's unfortunate. Like, I learned how to braid hair because my baby sister can cry on command. And every time I see someone with braids, I'm like, who did you manipulate to get those? She's like, I paid for these. I'm like, oh, that's right. I forgot you could do that. I think people hate the internet, and that's annoying. Because I think the internet's a great tool. I feel like if the internet ruined your life, I think that's your fault. Because like the internet can be so useful if you just know how to use it. Like, you gotta be creative. You can't use it like everyone else uses it. You have to be creative with it. Like, I think pimple popping videos are the cure to food addiction. You know what I mean? I'm like, this shit's so gross, I'm down 20 pounds. Like next time you're craving chocolate cake, just pop in a pimple popping video, watch a couple of those, and your craving will be gone. I swear you'll be straight. I mean, I did grow up on social media though, and there is certain things that I think about that I'm a little disappointed I haven't outgrown. You know, social media has warped my brain to an extent, and there's some things I'm like, I shouldn't be thinking this. Like, I only go out to places with security cameras because my face profile looks better from high angles. If there's a female security guard, I'm like, check the tapes. I may have stole something, I may not have stole something, but you should definitely check those tapes. You can tell a guy isn't funny if he makes too many jokes about his dick. Just a personal preference of mine. Like, we'll be out and it's just like, dude, I like going out, but like sometimes dudes just be, you know, it's like, come on, man. Like, I met a guy at a party and immediately made my Instagram account private. Cause he just walked up to me on some like, yeah, that tattoo of your mother reminds me of my dick. They're both beautiful. I'm like, come on, man. Mood switches are very expensive. Like, I don't want to live, but I also know that every moment is precious because my mood can switch at any given moment. So it's like, if I'm happy, you gotta take that for what it is, because I'm like, I could be sad in 2 seconds, you know? It's bad. It's expensive. Like, I have luggage in Hawaii because of how bad my follow through is. Like, somewhere between check-in and security, I just lost motivation and went home. I was just like, these lines are too long. I'll just buy a whole new wardrobe. I'm very quiet now, is what I'm told. But I wasn't always quiet. I feel like you should have seen me back in the day. Like, I used to walk with a little more oomph to my step. Like, I used to be a little more like, you know? But I'm quiet now. So I just don't think you should ever judge people for their personality, because you never know what they kind of went through and why they are like that. Like, I like being alone in my thoughts now because my sister is a better fighter than me. I lost one fight and I was like, oh no, man, I'm gonna start reading poetry, dog. Nah, man. The intellectual is more important than the physical, man. That's not. Knowledge is power. Kids, I'm 20. I'm Gen Z by default. I'm like 26. I turn 27 soon, but I feel like these kids that are below me, I think they're making a lot of mistakes. Like they're just growing up really fast. They're making a lot of life-changing decisions like really early. Like my cousin has face tattoos because that was the only way to tell his mom that he's done with piano lessons. Now he's walking around intimidating people and shit. He's like, no, I swear I'm not part of a gang. I just didn't want to learn minor scale. I eat really cleanly right now, and my energy has never been lower. That's why, like, when I'm out, I'm walking around, people are always like, are you okay? I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I'm not depressed. I just had too much faith in mineral water. You know what I mean? I'm like, how many bottles of this do I have to drink before my hair can grow back? I will say dating isn't really my thing. I've only really had like one girlfriend in my entire life, and it was a long time ago. But I did bring that girl over to meet my family, and it went fine. I just could kind of tell that she was uncomfortable the whole time. Like she didn't feel safe, and that sucked to me because I felt like it was my job to keep her safe, to make her feel safe. I felt like that was my job. But I guess I get it, because it's hard to feel safe when my auntie's banana pudding tastes like poison. She's eating this like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive this, because she's forcing me to eat 2 more handfuls than I want. My friend she's a teacher. She teaches middle school in public school, which sucks because those kids are mean. She was telling me, she was like, when I tell those kids to wash their hands after using the bathroom, they call me a bitch and they call me a cunt. When I tell my son to wash his hands after using the bathroom, he just calls me an asshole. So it's almost like deep down, I became a teacher so I can prove that someone else can hate me more than my son. But nobody hates me more than my husband. Getting bullied is weird. It's a weird experience, because obviously it sucks and it's like an everyday occurrence. But also you realize that you're the only reason that this dude shows up to class. Yeah, I'm like, am I the only reason that you haven't dropped out? And he just gives me so much attention. It's weird. Like it's so odd. Like he could be in the middle of eating his favorite snack, and he would stop it as soon as he sees me to try to fight me and throw punches at me, even like with the food on his fingers still. That's why I try to tell people, like, I don't like chocolate because my bully was left-handed. Like a Snickers bar tastes like this dude's 1-2 punch. He'd be like, pow, pow. I'm like, damn. Is that the new peanut butter flavor? What the hell? I spend a lot of time in my room now. I'm a recluse, an artist, It took me a little too long to realize that my room layout can feel like a puzzle to other people. It's like a little too weird. It's not that intuitive. So now my phone's at 3% because my roommate can't follow instructions. I'm telling him, like, hey man, can you find my charger? He's like, yeah, where's it at? I'm like, it's in my room. But it's in the drawer to the left of my bed, but on the right of my desk. And 3rd drawer down, but you need a key to get in there. And the key's under the mattress, but the mattress only lifts up when the lights are off. He's like, what? I'm like, oh, right. I guess it's not that easy to follow. I have a lot of different kind of friends. Like I have rich friends, I got broke friends. I have a lot of broke friends. And I like my broke friends because I feel safe around them. Like I watched one of my friends. He took 7 punches to the chin. Pow, pow, pow. Didn't flinch. And I was like, that's interesting. I was like, I think he has such a good chin because he doesn't pay rent on time. You gotta know how to take a punch if you owe people a lot of money. I was trying to tell that to the banks, but they weren't really on the same logic. I was like, no, sir. Like, his credit score is really bad because he knows how to fight. You gotta understand. Like, can we get this business loan? They're like, get out of my office. I don't really dress for my age. Like, I dress for comfort. That's mostly what I dress for. That's all I care about. And like, my friends think they're so fashionable, it's annoying. But I've been told that my fashion sense makes it obvious that I was born on purpose. They're like, we can tell your parents were trying to get pregnant because you wear khakis casually. I live in a small city. I like it. It's cool. It's a real city. It's got buildings. You know what I mean? It's a fine city. But like when I'm there, I kind of feel like it's one of those places that wants to try to imitate New York. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't think that's gonna work. Like, it's just too small. It's too weird here. Like with the clientele that's in this city, you can't have a fun city. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work. It's too weird. Like I once gave a homeless man $30 because he knew my mom. He was like, hey, sir, you have spare change? I'm like, I'm sorry, man, I don't got any. He's like, oh, okay, well, tell Dolores I said hi. I'm like, what? I need to reconnect with my mom. What the hell? Turns out that nigga was at my birthday party. I have a really bad boss. I don't like him at all. He's like a micromanager. This is the worst. He's just micromanaging me so bad, like I can't use the microwave from 9 o'clock to 9:15. This random shit, you know what I mean? It's just annoying, you know? But one time I had to call off work because I had a girl to cry about. And he was like, oh yeah, you're good, man. Nah, man, take the day off, man. I get it. Rebecca broke my heart last week too. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. I didn't know you cared about me. That's great. I don't want to call myself stupid, but I will say that I'm like oblivious. I kind of live very obliviously. I don't really pay attention to my surroundings. And that's like, you know, ignorance is bliss, but it'll piss a lot of people off. You know what I mean? Like I got kicked off the basketball team because I chew my chips too loudly. They were like, no, peace and quiet is more important than a point guard. One too many times, my coach is like calling a huddle, trying to game plan. He's like, okay, you guard number 23, you guard number 8. And Aaron, if you don't fucking stop chewing chips this loudly, why are you eating on the bench? I'm like, sorry, coach. It happened one too many times.